NPP and Deca for joint health for weightlifting. A lot of weightlifters, especially as they get closer to a bodybuilding competition, their joints dry out. And a lot of people, as they age, their joints dry out. In fact, we were talking to a lady the other day. She's like 60 years old. She uses a low dose of Deca to insulate her joints so she can actually continue to work out. Coach Trevor, what's your opinion on using Deca or NPP for joint health, and what dosage?
Well, the dose actually, I believe, like 300 milligrams a week, it starts taking effect for your joints. A lot of people stay on it, like I said, with wrestlers and people with joint issues. A lot of blunt force trauma will stay on it for years at a time, and it still has the effect outside of the androgen. So the only problem with taking it that long is like atherosclerotic, problems with the arteries and such, calcifying of that, and that one's number one in terms of it.
And it's really suppressive, too. It's something you'd want to run with a testosterone base as well. So assuming someone's already on testosterone, let's say they want to throw an NPP for a temporary joint relief, because NPP is a faster acting. It's the kind of thing you have to inject a couple times a week at least. What kind of dosage of NPP could give someone joint relief? 50
milligrams a day. That's plenty. Probably take a Sunday off or so from injections, or 100 every other day. Because the actual ester still takes up a lot on phenylpropionate. So you do get less milligram per milligram, and you're taking 100 as opposed to a 200, 250 of a decanate.
With that short of a half-life, could you just take it twice a week, or does it have to be more often than that?
You do twice a week, but the dose would have to come up, and then again you start playing with this. It takes a while too for the water with your joints and stuff. That's a process in itself that takes time to build up. Like when we talk about side effects, whether it's a bad side effect or a good side effect from the drug, it does take time for that to build up.
How soon after starting an NPP protocol, could someone expect to experience the joint relief benefits of it?
Depending on the dose, like 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, it does take a little bit of time. Okay. And then any other questions anybody have about NPP and Deca?
What's a good dose when you're taking it with mint? Like, what's a good dose to really put on size?
For NPP or
NPP and mint. Like, if you're taking mint and NPP, how much with the NPP would you suggest?
I wouldn't go over 700 milligrams.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
So anywhere between 300 to 700 is going to be good.
And would you maybe start with 5, and then maybe in a couple weeks bump up to 7, or just straight up go 7?
I would start with probably closer to 300, 400.
300, 400?
Yeah, because you can get results just by adding that substance in, and then as things slow down, then you would just increase it as you go.
Yeah,
that'd be your best bet. Just control the side effects. Something that's as estrogenic as mint. Something else, with prolactin and with Nandrolones, they work hand in hand. So make sure those.
Yeah, because I remember you said that on the video. You said NPP or even maybe trend, possibly.
Yeah.
I'm into some trend.
They feed off each other.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Do you think it'd be too much to have both of them, the NPP and the trend?
Yeah.
That's too much.
I mean, if it's if you haven't done many cycles, I would say save it, because it is a great combination. And you want to know how you respond to each one individually before putting them together. And that's when a CAVE or a Dostonex is going to really have to be in there, because the prolactin is just going to skyrocket.
Does someone need to use a CAVE or a Dostonex if they're just running the 50 milligrams a day of NPP for joint relief?
Most shouldn't, especially if they're on a testosterone. But some people are so sensitive to prolactin, they get so much shut down. The ability to perform is what they say. Some people have a little bit of prolactin, they just have the worst problem in the world with it. So it's dependent on their tolerance to prolactin.
You want to close this out with a swell and swole? Freedom?
Beef swell and swole, friends of freedom.